And guys, Gallagher here. Not the most orthodox way to start a video, but I just wanted to show that I won the fifth base on this wars, and I have made a very not common way. Um, Today's not exactly a gameplay thing, to be honest. I would play the replays. I would light up stuff a little bit before, just because it's not matching well. Here we go, much better. I think I will print this to show to my alliance members in the Facebook group we have. Um, I want to talk about life on this video, like. Um, 1 year ago, almost, I wasn't in the best moment in my life. I had some issues, I have some problems, the stuff that life comes with surprises sometimes. And it was weird in the beginning. For you to see how bizarre this gameplay was. The guy has two lightning rods, and I was using four guys that have EMP effects. I was like playing in the rage mode. Like, if it's not going to be on the damage, it's going to be on the rage. I'm going to scream here, and the guy is going to feel on the other side of the world map, whatever, and is going to die because of my screaming of rage. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you guys have watched The Warning. The drummer has a moment where she has the biggest scream ever in the song Evolve, which is like amazing. It's like very infurious moments where like she just unloads everything that went wrong in the show, everything that went wrong in the during the show and everything. Uh, and I was like, man, I need these in my life, something that makes me unload my stuff, make me relax and stuff. And then I started playing jiu-jitsu, and it helped me with a lot of things and helped me with a lot of stuff. Um, but one of the things that all the guys like tell you in jiu-jitsu, I know that Brazilian jiu-jitsu has some soft touches here and there, and like some is different in some scenarios. I'm not sure how, but like they say like it has some different things. But like the guys that help me a lot on these topics say a lot. Don't overthink it. Just do stuff. If it gets right, it gets right. If it gets wrong, you'll learn. If you learn the next time you do stuff, it's more likely that you're going to do the right one. And like, I resolved some stuff, and it's like Hydra. When you resolve a problem, another one pops out. And you resolve this problem, and another one pops out. And you resolve a problem, and another one pops out. And I was like, man, there's no ending on this shit. I was like so furious, and I was like, okay, I'm going to relax here. And there was a moment in these wars that it's actually fun because it's something that I never did in my life, which is activate once the combiner and go through all the bases with the combiner and go like ham, boom. My 225 points just made me enough to won the wars, likely, because 100 points is hard to get. Like right now, it's 19 defenses from the first one, 14 from them. So like, I'm just like laughing to myself because. If you think about, there's a lot of stuff that I would never do. Like, for example, look at this gameplay. Like, it just came to my mind like, no, it's just such a pity that I haven't recorded since the start. Because like I always analyze and always say is how you have to increase your odds to get the chances of doing the right thing and everything. And the guy has one lightning rod here and another one another place. There was an anti-fire when I realized that I was like, oh shit. There's only one. I'm not sure. I was sure that there was another one. And I call everyone there, and like I acid storm the lightning rod that was like here or something, and I wasn't sure because like it has the anti-fire one here close, so I just thought that like maybe it's going to like have a chance to like take some part of the build bot damage off. But I was like, I wasn't thinking too much. I was just pressing like buttons, not randomly, but like here damage, here stuff, here like this, go like that, and like I wasn't thinking too much, and that's one of the things that I like laugh a lot, like during the process of like recording the video, not recording the video of playing. I just wasted all my cyber coins basically, not for all skips. If you see here, I have. I think I'm the last one. Yeah, I have the 4-star here to like save some activations, to save some coins here and there, and like sometimes in my head like there was no point I was going to win that match because like I think that he doesn't have the Leo Kaiser and it just helped me a lot. But like sometimes life stuff in life doesn't make any sense. Like for example, here in Brazil, there's like is a meme in Brazil like Twitter or X is banned and like, oh, our government has such a low amount of problems. It just decided to focus on the social media that's like not according to plans and our statements and everything. And like, let's get this thing out of here because he's not our partners. Like, you know, like Mark Zuckerberg is like more us. So like, let's like keep him safe. So like, let's take this Elon Musk like savage capitalism out of here because we're so left that we can't tolerate these oppression and everything. Like, come on, it's laughable. Same the left ones that I talk about. They laugh at these. Like they say, like I cannot take this seriously. All these arguments like are not serious enough to me to like pay attention to this and like use my brain. You know, like you just have to laugh about stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? And like I activated the combiner and I just went ham. And there was a part of the map that there was one on one of the maps that I was like really laughing about. I just naturally win that match. So like, I think it's this one. I say all the time, wars when they're tied, they're not a moment. They're not a moment to play. You're not there to have some fun. You need to focus. You need to play seriously. And as you can see on the stream, I just solo own more wars with just T2, and I actually shared these gameplay and said T2 power, fuck yeah, like I don't care. Like I was just like thinking about coins, like oh, if I just use T2 and he's barely more than enough, like to win this match with God Neptune if necessary. He's going to be there. He's going to be here and help me a little bit, and like I'm not going to waste some coins on the other stuff. So like, you know the thing of like doing stuff, not thinking about doing stuff. Just do stuff. Sometimes life requires you to do stuff. Would you like to think a little bit more to make the best decision? Yeah. Do you think it's necessary to do something right now? If you don't want to be patient, wait some more. Yeah, but you need to do something right now, and you kind of have to do this. Like, so like, I'm not sure about what you guys do like for a living or for have some fun outside of the game, but like I just thought about a lot of my jiu-jitsu classes that I just come back from, and these gameplays were like really ridiculous. I'm sorry with teacher Max. What's wrong with me? You know? And like I'm just messing around, and sometimes you do stuff that you don't want to do, but sometimes stuff's necessary to do. Like here right now, there's a problem on like girls complaining about men behaves like, oh, I just say no for the first time, and the guy just surrender of hanging out with me, and I'd said no, but I wanted him to insist a little bit more, to like try again and again to evaluate me, so then with more value I would agree. But like we also have the situation with the same girl when he's like being flirted with another guy and she said no, and the guy proceeded to keep flirting with her, and she just like, oh, this is sexual abusement, and like he's forcing me to do stuff like I don't want that. So like sometimes there is no right thing to do, you know what I mean? My dog's doing some stuff in his bed. I call dog in English and he just looked at me. My dog is bilingual, I guess. She knows what dog. She knows what dogs. She knows what dog means in English, I guess. That's kind of weird. So like sometimes you not even know what's passing in the head of another one. But if you keep doing stuff, don't think too much. Sometimes stuff go with the lucky on you. You know what I mean? I think that just most random thoughts ever. So this is something that I wanted to do in the channel, like some random thoughts with no obligation having like a serious topic or whatever, or a deep analysis on everything. Just the gameplay on the back to like have something decent. And by the fact, I haven't like make the cycles like I normally do. I haven't done the analysis like I normally do. And there was like a final moment in the fifth base where I just rejoined the map with the from base 4, and there was 40 or 50 seconds to to the combiner time to reset and be offline again. So I just said no time for analysis, just go for the game. You know what I mean? Like just go. And like sometimes in life you don't know which girl that I mentioned, like this the style and like thoughts is in front of you, but I have to do stuff and see what's going to do and see what's going to happen after that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to like think, oh, maybe can have some lucky on these thing, and like do some different thing and like trying your best and like doing like what you want, you know. And it's like I just had like a conversation with a girl I was flirting a little long ago, and she was like talking to me and sending some nice videos, you know what I mean, nice pictures, you know what I mean. And I was like, come on, hang out, you know, like, oh, maybe another day, and maybe like this and maybe like that. And I was like, oh, but you know, I'm not in the mood anymore, so like leave all that. And I was like, man, but like I'm not even, I just was, we were flirting, but like I'm not even asking nothing, you just started everything. And like what's the point, you know what I mean? What's the point? Like you started sending stuff and I was like obviously like appreciating your stuff, And this was fun because like the guy had chromia, I guess, and like, okay, I have T2 Max and a reflection from the blot decoy reflecting damage, and I'm like, I have a healer down here, and I have more reflect damage that you have of HP, so keep going. And this moment, I think, or some moments after that, there was a perfect timing of like having 7 seconds. Then Chromia died. I activated T2 Max, and the last second, there was a gun. There was a beam from the Nemesis Titan on the HQ, and was the exact moment when the map was destroyed, and boom, everything done. And like, I talked to the girl like, okay, but what happens since like we were talking? What the fuck? Yeah, the replays, whatever. I just won this match, but by the way I described it to you, and I was like, okay, so what changed from like 1 week to the other one, which like you were so in the mood, and like sometimes not in the mood anymore, and like if you see there's an opportunity here that the person close to you is giving, take that, and like no, right now, like see yourself like a deserving person of whatever is there, and like no, I want this right now. Let's do this right now. I'm going to you. We're going to do this. You're going to do that. Let's do it. Like, don't force anyone to do anything that they don't want. Like, know how to apply pressure. You know what I mean? And this is not like for flirting, but like for life. You have to sometimes like increase your voice and everything to like the people that's like trying to talk to you. If the people are like messing up with you, you know what I mean? The people are being like well civilized, they're having a decent argument with you. You don't have to increase your voice with that. But like if the people's like, no, you can, and like messing up with you, like if they increase their voice, do the same. Like mirror the behave, you know. You don't need to do that. You just said I was feeling that was necessary because you increased your voice, and I was like feeling them not being heard. So maybe that was necessary, and like you can be ironic after that. I would be. So like there's so much little details in life that I think this gameplay is going to be messed up because I don't remember the combiner heavily if their mine was dropped away. But okay, the best intentions were made. And like, there was such a huge amount of moments. There was like, people like is the small power syndrome, like we call here in Brazil. I don't feel that. I don't know if the translations like this in English, but like every time you have a little power in an institution, in a or organization or whatever, you tend to abuse this power and like recklessly, like, oh, because I can, I will do, and like there was a moment like there was a organization of traffic, and as I said, I don't remember that the thing was there after my combiner have died, so I was just predicting that the gameplay wasn't going to be absolutely 100% correct and accurate, but you know what I mean. So the girl was like, okay, the girl has the power of okay, at 11 o'clock, if the guy have reached at 11 o'clock, they can go right. But if they have reached 11 o'clock, a little bit later than that, they are late, so can need to go left. And the girl was like, okay, what's your timing? 11 o'clock. Go right, go left, go right, go left. like she was controlling the pathing of everyone, and it was like, you will go wherever I go, and wherever I wish to make you go. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about like, man, this is the best part of her week, I guess. Like having the control over like random people that are not even going to like look at your eyes or anything like that, and they're not even going to recognize you if they see you on the street once again. I think that that's exactly why they abuse the fucking little power they have. Um, and like, she was just so happy, and like, I just said, "Oh, I just reached like 2 minutes late because I was in the bathroom. I'll go here in this direction because it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 and 2." And she said, and it was like right, and she said left, and I was like, and the guy was like, "Oh, wait, what? Why I have to go in this direction?" And she said, "You were late for the 11 o'clock," and like, okay, I'm 2 minutes late because I was in the bathroom because like actually I had a better timing, but like the organization of the thing wasn't the best, and I have to do some stuff, and the call of the nature doesn't wait for anybody, and like the girl just like go left as I said to you, and she was like so weird, and I felt like, man, you see how like little pathetic, like this doesn't change anything in anyone's lives, but like the person who does that like makes 100% sure of like, see how can I abuse the power I have, you know what I mean? And like every single time they have an authority or they have a certain condition of superiority, they will not like think twice between leaving this in your face, like smash this in your face, like look the power I have, and like at this moment, like you can say like, yeah, good night for you, like in the end, this changed too much, too low in your life, but this is the moments where like I think that you should be able to know and to apply the right pressure. You know, this is like some case that I have saw in our organization, and I was like, okay. There was another one like this was me passing through the situation. There was like there was an event or whatever, or a I don't remember exactly. It was like 2-3 years ago, and we are going to like a registration sector, and the guy says, "You need to have these documents, right?" It was like ABC document, whatever, and I didn't have the C document, but I had like on the iPhone, like on the phone, like on the smartphone, and like, okay, 1 minute, I will download the app and have the document for you in a minute, okay? Okay. But for reaching there, I have to pass through like almost half an hour of a room full of people. And like after like 2 minutes that my password had been called, I was like, okay, I will go there. And there was a line before the room, and she was like, go behind there. And like, okay, I just like make a step backward, and like, no, he wanted me to return to behind of the room, to like be the last one of the room, like 50 people forward me, like because I didn't have a document, and I just like got it 2 seconds after 1 minute, 2 minutes after that, and I like, man, I'm not to return and get to wait another half an hour for that. I was just waiting like everyone else. Anyone told me that I have to have these documents. I have A and B. These was the important ones that I thought was the most important ones. And not even anyone called me that have the C document or whatever. The documents in my head, man. I just waited as everybody. I won't return anything else. And the guy was like, no, please, it's the standards for like, no, it's the standards for you to treat me like a normal person. I'm not a baby. I'm not stupid. I won't like fall into this stupid trick, like is the little power thing that people have that like sometimes pisses me off a little bit because like in the end it's just like a thing that like the guy has such a low amount of prestige during the life that like in the moments that she can be like recorded or remembered as something, she makes sure to be remembered as something. Same if is like, oh, that's the guy that was like completely pissing me off between in a waiting room for a meeting of a registration of something. You know what I mean? It was like so annoying. I was like, man, don't waste my time. You know what I mean? And people like in Brazil like love to waste your time. It's like so annoying how people in Brazil love to waste your time. Like I just see like this is the greatest problem that our society specifically has because honestly, I don't care too much about like your conscious, your like fragile ego, and how you want to like show that you have. Oh, I'm so big, I'm so important, like that. Leave it to yourself, Like it's nice to have like all these little important responsibilities of the organization you're working for, but like this shouldn't be like something that you're going to be like using these like to oppress people, like to waste people's time and like basically taunting. The guy was like at one point taunting me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, man, you asked me for the document. I wasted 1 minute. The document's here. I'm waiting. And she like, and the guy looked like down, and she was like, okay, look at this chair. There's five people in front of you. Okay, and I'm like, okay, these I can accept. And like, it was so frustrating. Like, like sometimes you have a great mood, you have a great patience for doing some stuff, some stressful stuff, and like this sometimes like messes you up. I remember that I was just like kind of messed up that day. Like, oh, come on, like that wasn't cool at all. And I was like, man, I need some time after that. I was like kind of saturated of some situation that I was getting in frequently. And I just like took a break after that. I think that you have to respect the time that you have to take a break to yourself, That's one of the things that I always pay attention to me, like how patient am I being with people I'm around me, of how like easy is me to get like triggered or like get salty about stuff, And I was like, okay, this is not something that normally makes me get this pissed off. I need to be aware of that and like slow down a little bit, you know what I mean? And this helps a lot. Like have a self-awareness, have a decent conscience of what am I doing, what am I thinking. I'm needing these to get frustrated. Now I need to last to get frustrated. Why is this happening to me? And like maybe do some therapy, like sometimes like people have some huge problems, like serious problems, like that sometimes just a professional needs to be called to like help you, you know what I mean? And sometimes this I need some help is more take more people's proud that you can imagine. Like I was with a conversation with somebody that was like very close friend of mine, and I was like, man, I can treat you. I studied psychology, but I can't do stuff with you like therapy, And the guy was like, yeah, but it takes so much of my pride to admit that I need help, man. So you're here for that. And I was like, okay, so it's just for your ego to don't say I need help and like leave yourself insecure under any kind of circumstance that I'm useful for. So you don't like me because I'm nice, kind, and I talk to you like decently without like taunting and everything because I'm kind or whatever. It's just because I have this knowledge and like I you can share this knowledge with me, and with me you don't need to admit to anybody that you need help. That's why you're talking to me in the first place. Like I said, like okay, I got it. Bye bye, man. Like and I not even look behind. I remember I not even look behind. Like and the guy just realized like the shit he talked, the shit he did, and the guy was like, kind of messed up. And one of the things that are the hardest things is like clear people off your life. It's not been useful in your life. Sometimes you have to think like, why is this people still in my life? And I had a moment in my life recently that I posted a Instagram stats, whatever, or WhatsApp stats or whatever, and the old girl, it was a girlfriend of mine, not girlfriend, but like a friend that was a girl, and she was like, "Oh man, you helped me so much in this situation, and you came to my house when there was nothing on it to talk about stuff and and everything, and we have a nice chilling, and we just hang out with a couple of friends, and now I have a better house, and now I have a better stuff. Uh, now I'm not. Now I'm more inviting people to my house to know it, and I was like, yeah, and I was like thinking, which was the last time that I talked to her, and it was more than 1 year and a half ago, and I was like, man, and like I was thinking like, why I stopped talking with this person, and like, when you realize that like, oh my god, this person's so forgivable. Like I just forgot that this person even existed for the first thing. And I was like, man, this is not good, right? Because like it's kind of weird to like you to forget someone exists. And I was like, weird, and I was like, man, this is not right. I guess this is weird. Maybe, and I thought about like the last two times that we have a hangout with some friends, we end up in some awkward situations. Not like completely like shame situations, but like some awkward situations with like a girl like teasing her, and she said like, "Please help me, like get her, like go to bed with her, and like make her leave me. I have a boyfriend that is getting like kind of nervous in this situation," and she was like just psycho looking her, and I was like, man, what's going on? What's this girl doing? And it was like very very weird. I remember that I hang out with the girl that was like, why are you so obsessed with my friend? And then she's like, no, but she's so beautiful and everything. And I was like, yeah, but you don't need to be looking like this to her. She kind of like, she kind of get like scared with how you look at her, and she like not even realized that, not even realized. And I was like, man, this girl's like, this girl's nuts. And I remember like the extra couple situations that was like not very like nice, and I'm like thinking, oh man, this person is being nice to me, like calling me to hang out after a couple of moments where her house is like a little better, it has improved. It's like nice to be remembered, like when the things are starting and when the things are big. If the same people are there, this means that they have a really important, they're a really important reason to be there. Like they were part of the path and the way and the final and the final moment. Like the people was there, and I was thinking like this person has nothing to me is nothing to me anymore. Not like emotionally, like this doesn't she doesn't match with me in anything anymore. Like we don't have like the same social cycle anymore. Uh, the last time I hang out with her was where there was some weird people around. Like I wasn't like feeling much comfortable with myself with that. And even the girl, I hang out with a girl, and I was like, man, I'm just. And there was like a moment when we were in bed, and I'm like, I'm just here because a friend of mine was like scared of how psycho looking she was doing. She was looking at her, and like, what am I doing? This was these crazy moment in my life, some weird moments in my life, and sometimes like I was just like some I was just in some auto, automatic pilot mode on, you know. Uh, I feel that sometimes you can even like think like, oh, this is like the moment of awareness that you when you recover the awareness of a don't think too much situation, right? You kind of regret that. Actually, no, the night was like nice, but like uh, you need to like to be aware of some stuff, like to don't get caught in like weird situations. Don't uh, focus yourself on getting comfortable in the end. You know what I mean? Um, feeling good to yourself. Uh, at the moment was nice. You know what I mean? It was like okay, stuff were like doing well and everything. But at the same moment, I was feeling that that was something that I wanted. Like I was like just wanted to hang out and do stuff, and for that moment, that was like what I was needing. You know what I mean? And sometimes stuff change, and sometimes you don't wanna hang out with a crazy strange girl anymore. You just want to do some like other kind of stuff, and you want to like play a game and like rack some bases and like do well and or play jiu-jitsu or uh, or finish or your second degree in high school and everything. Um, go to university, whatever. And like I know that in U.S. America, there's a lot of like uh, is another culture of like going to the main universities that you want. That like no, I want these because this is the best one at this area of studying, and I need to like get a specification on this area to like improve and like work on this area and have a job at this place and whatever. Uh, Here in Brazil, we don't have exactly these. Like, if there is a good high school in the area, if there is a good university in the area that's close to my city, that's like has the minimum of requires of being recognized in Brazil as a whole. It's most of the time is enough. You know what I mean? To people to go there, and I don't know, man. I just lost myself a little bit in the video. I'm kind of sorry because there's so much stuff passing in my head right now. To be honest, so much people pass from my life that I just think like, what just happened in this situation, and why these people, why this person disappear, why this, and like sometimes I remember like, oh, it's me who have like deleted the contact, blocked and everything because it's not a person that matched well with my life as to be honest. So uh, there's fun moments in this, like remembering stuff that you do, people that you have passed through your life. So it feels like a moment of like identity crisis, like when I'm adding people and cutting people from my life like constantly, and sometimes I have to do what the best that you can with what you got. You know, I had some problems in like university with with some teachers and everything. I I could have ended it all like last year, but like I have some situations that like were completely out of control, to be honest. Um, and like I did my best with what I have, and like wasn't enough. But same if it was, like there's a whole like weird story on that. That it's not even nice to mention YouTube because like it's like such a drama fan, and I don't want to be like a drama guy on like YouTube channel talking about like personal dramas. I want to like talk about life, but not personal dramas. You know what I mean? I think there's a gap of like difference on these, like to to close like to close the gap on these, like to mark a difference. Like here's the point of limit. After that, I don't want this anymore. So yeah, that's basically much it for it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you like this type of video where I'll just random talk about random stuff and like have some random insights in my life. And honestly, let me see what you guys talk to me, like random situations of your life that you're like have to be aware of, or like that you have to like take care of certain situation that was like fun or whatever. Tell me your stories, you know what I mean? It's like I want to have like a better channel of communication with you guys. um, so yeah, that's pretty much for it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll out.